1998-99 for the Bloomington North Marching Band and Guard was a season of roses, recognition, and accomplishment. It was a year filled with anticipation, fundraising, hard work, and hype. This was the year of the large band, over 200 members. It was also the year of the truck, the Bloomington North Band truck. It was a year that had outstanding senior leadership and tremendous community support. This was the year the band used its music, energy, and emotion to reach its highest level. For the members of the Bloomington North Band, 1998-99 will be remembered as the year we didn't finish 10th and the year we went to the Tournament of Roses parade.
Cedar Park.
Well, here we go. Drum roll. Bloomington High School North Cougar Marching Band from Bloomington, Indiana. 208 members strong, and let's listen to this group play because I think they're great.
This is the very first time for this band.
Certainly is.
I love those costumes. The combination of gray and black and silver. They really do it.
Well, these young kids raise a lot of money to come out to California and march in our parade every year. We sure think it's marvelous.
Listen to their music. You can see why they won some titles at the Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival, too, can't you?
Yeah.
They're really playing jazzy music. Not exactly what you hear from an ordinary marching band.
Like the announcer said, ordinary is not a word you'd use to describe the Bloomington North Band.
We're a different band. We're really weird. Just different, unique, and individual, and we aren't conformists, not at all. We're really just our own separate people, and we come together, and the thing that makes it so great when we come together is that we're all different and we're unique, and I love it.
I think they're pretty emotional marching band too. Like
we can be.
Yeah, I think when we play things with emotion, it's really good.
Because I think we care a lot. We really care about this show. Sometimes we get too deep into it. We just have to like calm down. We're really energetic, and we complain a lot too.
Well, I think people were into the show that we did, and people really liked the music, and it was a more emotional show. There was a beginning, there was a middle, there was an end.
I like our show. We've got great visuals, we've got great music. Everybody did a great job putting it together, and I think that's why we're having so much fun.
Just the season as a whole, fulfilling, and just a lot of fun.
It's been the most exciting year. Everybody has worked so hard to achieve everything that we've gotten this year.
It's awesome. We were great.
We started out with a lot of basic stuff and ended up doing really well at state final. It was the best the band's ever done, the best I've ever seen this band do, ever. It was incredible. The sounds, the movement, the marching, everything was precise. Everything was better than I ever thought it would be.
I love it. I love the music. I think we have the best music and Jill, like, combined this year that I've had, that I've seen in the past few years at North. And I'm really, like, I think it's a huge privilege for us to be able to, do what we do.
It's such a great band. Like, I'm just, like, so, like, proud of them when I'm up on the podium. It's awesome. Like, it's like a great feeling.
We know the show so well. Every time you run it, it's great, especially when you do it well. That's what it's all about, I guess.
The most fun, I think, was knowing the freshmen, getting to know my little freshmen, because they're great, and I love them dearly, and they all know it.
When you're new in high school, you have, like, no one to talk to. You're, like, so, like, the little person. But then, I mean, when you have, like, sophomores and juniors and seniors and people that you can talk to during school, you're just like, I have friends, Like, I have a senior friend. She's in band.
This is my first year in marching band, and I've had a lot of fun so far, and I can't wait to do it next year. I'm just so pumped we're going to state. I know, we're going to state. It's just such a great first year. Stay in the Rose Bowl, it's just awesome.
Say something.
I don't have anything to say right now.
Oh, he's going to say something mean about people in marching band. I don't want to be on camera.
It's just been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of hard work, and I think Mr. Sleeter's really pushed us this year, and everyone's handled that differently, but I think it's really helped us a lot, and as you can see by our scores.
There's so many things to remember. There were lots of great people involved, all the seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, everyone was great. Lots of dedication to the cause, lots of musicianship. It was really a great show.
I'd say, like, at times during the performance it was, like, downright thrilling, like during the middle number.
like we were trying to portray that war wasn't always a good thing and how chaotic it was, and just the overall chaos that's involved, and how it's more or less a bane to society even though it happens. And I guess it was about the end of the season before at least I really realized what we were trying to portray to its full extent. And I hope that people who watched the show got that out of the show, that they understood that it was more of a, or more or less a protest in what was going on with the world, and the way things always ended up leading into like this big war or some sort of conflict.
A marching band show can be more than just a band and drums and a guard marching around. It can be like a whole group of people working together to tell something. That's what I want them to take away.
Would like to thank the senior class, and I mean every class, but seniors I think really put in a lot of hard work and really came together to make this season really good for everybody. So.
Always be here and take charge, make sure everybody knows what they're doing, where they're going, how to march, knows their music, can get here on time. Basically like a little mommy.
It was really good. The freshmen really kicked it in. We had a good season.
The freshmen really saved our butts because, we
So now they're
going
to get big egos from here.
The trumpet section, they were incredible. They took leaps and bounds like you wouldn't believe. More than half the section was freshmen, and they were incredible. And you wouldn't believe the sounds that came out of that line. I think I'm going to remember the trumpet section the most.
Hardcore. Hardcore.
Definitely hardcore.
Definitely.
Intense. Very exciting though.
The
Fulfilling.
drum line's been doing it for a really long time, and
but it's worth it.
It's finally coming to a close. I consider it's a peak. What do you think? Peak?
Peak.
Peak.
Definitely.
Yeah.
great
More
that we're in
adjectives.
March, too.
Smoking.
Nerve-wracking, hardworking, busy, tiresome, fun, exciting, musical, visual, great.
Young, energetic, spontaneous, sporadic.
Explosive, exciting, fast-paced, it just moves right along.
I remember last year, boy, we were waiting to go to state, and we were one place out of it. It was heartbreaking. But this year, man, I was standing there. I'm like, we better go to state. It was incredible. It was awesome.
And I went back to the buses because I seriously did not think that we were going to go to state, and I got really upset last year when we didn't go, so I thought, save myself that whole episode and just go and think that we're not going. And when I found out we were, you could hear it from the buses, the crowd, Bloomington North, you know, everybody and the parents. And
We came in third overall in music. Who cares? This week will be great.
Being able to like display our show on like a really nice like stadium in front of lots of people who care about marching band, that's why they're there. Like, you don't go to state finals just because, you know, whatever. And I don't know, I'm excited about it.
It's going to be fun to go last and then like see the awards. That'll be really cool.
It's going to be a lot of fun. With the impacts that we have, it's just going to echo and it's going to be so loud and really cool, like the first note and the last note. And we get milk. Chocolate milk is so good.
I guess I'm looking forward to going back and having a great show and really finishing out my senior year in marching band really well.
We've always played and then or done our show, and we learn the show, and then we kind of taper off and just reach this plateau. And then, but this year I think it was like the pinnacle of our year was when we got to state. Like every time we progressed, and I think that was what they were constantly emphasizing. And so, I mean, we succeeded this year.
Down there in Monroe County, they have a university, and they have a very, very fine band right here in front of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce, under the direction of Scott Sellander and Janice Stockhouse, with drum majors Kathy Provenzale, Michael Spencer, and Amber Hallett. Let's greet them, the Cougar Marching Band of Bloomington High School North. Never Again. Oh, fine job, band. Bloomington High School North. And congratulations on a beautiful, beautiful class. What a great way to wrap up this Class B competition.
Oh God, I hope it's not us.
Well, I know when it wasn't us, my smile got so big. I could see Jane and Vicky laughing at me. It was so bad.
Yeah, you could see the parents. I mean, you couldn't really see them, but you could feel that they were just holding their breath, waiting and waiting.
I swear half the cheer in the RCA Dome was because we weren't 10th.
Yeah, exactly.
They kept announcing like 10th place, 9th place, 8th place, 7th place, and I was just like, oh my gosh, every time they kept doing it, I couldn't believe that they weren't saying North, and it was amazing.
Place champion for 1998 is going down to Bloomington, Indiana.
For me, the most important part was winning, 6th place or whatever at state, because it's just so much farther than anything we'd done. And I mean, we worked really hard, and I think that if we didn't deserve 6th, we deserve better, And just that whole moment of just standing at the dome and holding our breaths, like we didn't get 10th place. It was amazing. I really liked that.
Way to go, North!
Going out there and performing, and 2 years ago when I did it, things kind of fell apart halfway through, and we were also excited, and this year I think there was good, we were really excited, and I was really excited, and it was channeled well this year. And by far the best part was the milk at the end. That's always the pinnacle of the Dome experience.
So how about that performance? Take the right time to peek it out. Okay? Yeah. I thought it went really well. And just what a great way to end our competitive marching season. This is usually the end of our season, but we're still going to be marching. But what a great way to end the competitive season. And you went above and beyond what I had expected. I said maybe 6th if we performed like the best show of our lives, and the judges just happened to be our friends. But I was thinking when they announced 10th, I was like, oh good, we'll be 9th. And they got to 9th, and they kept going down. I think you guys are the same way. It was like...
When people see this band, I want them to see a band that takes their role seriously, both as musicians and as marchers. We try to have shows where the students are the focus, and a lot of people, I think, write their shows for the judges, and so the students are just there to perform the show, but they don't really have that much of a say into what they'd like to do with the show. And just enjoying the season, if the students can have a say in what the show is, and if you think about what type of things the students would enjoy during the season, because it's a long time to practice a show, from end of July basically through the end of October. So 3 months is a long time to spend, and you try to make the show fun for the students and fun also for the audience that's watching, and hopefully the two work out together and it all turns out.
I think I always want to remember like how it felt to actually be able to go out there and do something special, go out there and just like give it my all. I mean, at the RCA Dome, it was like thousands of people like just watching, waiting for you to make a mistake or something like that. But I think that all of us did really good. I'm hoping that I will keep that with me the rest of my life, and going to California is something I will never forget at all.
Just knowing every single person on the plane and being able to just walk around and do whatever, it was so much fun.
I cried. See, there were engine problems before we took off. So then when the turbulence set in, I got a little scared and I started to cry.
Yourself?
When they said, "This is the Grand Canyon," the entire plane shifted to one side. Because we're all trying to see this awesome Grand Canyon from an airplane, but I want to see it from ground now, because it was really cool.
I kicked someone out of their window seat, so.
Yeah.
Whoops.
The whole thing was just like a real big, just like a blast. I mean, it was, they made a huge deal about us, and that was really cool. And you know, just it was loaded. I mean, yeah, like the only drawback was that we never got to sleep, but we got to do so much stuff. Like they just packed every day full of stuff that we could do, you know, and just going to Disneyland and Universal Studios and marching in the Disneyland parade. I mean, everything was just, it was so much fun. Even the shopping.
The whole trip was just great. You know, like we did about everything there is to do out in LA. We did like big 5-hour tour when we got out there. I mean, we did Disney World. We had a little warm-up parade. We had a night march there. That was really cool because they had it all lit up and everything. Then we did like Universal Studios, you know, all the other stuff.
Get the goofy one around.
Disneyland is pleased to present the Bloomington High School North Cougar Marching Band. Please join us in welcoming these special guest performers as they make their way along the parade route.
That was a lot of fun because we did it at night, and we were the first group going along, and everything was was closer together. The people were closer. It wasn't as hot. We knew we were going to get done with it. And I think it was a nice close because we had already done so much that day. There, I think there was a bigger enthusiasm in the entire group because this was our first time performing for a larger audience. And people were just really close. I mean, you could reach out and touch someone, and it was a lot more personal experience than the actual Rose Parade.
Disney Parade was a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool people, a lot of fans there that were cheering for us and liked the music a lot. That was almost more exciting than the Rose Bowl Parade itself.
Okay. Hi.
Take a tab. Wanted, mass murder. Should I walk down there?
The new year is about ready to come in here. Over the old and into the new. Oh Lord, I can die.
Live from Pasadena, California, USA, here comes the Tournament of Roses Parade. Against the backdrop of majestic mountains, this is Colorado Boulevard, Main Street in town, 5.5 miles long and lined with more than 1 million people waiting for the fun to begin. 56 magnificent floats, all covered with flowers, 23 marching bands, hundreds of costumed riders on horseback, all are ready to go. Their theme, Echoes of the Century, will conjure up memories as we welcome the start of the last year of the 20th century and prepare to ring in 1999. So join us, settle back and share the excitement. It's a beautiful day in Pasadena. As a matter of fact, the temperature's about 62 degrees. The sky is clear. The wind is calm. What little morning fog there is in the area is burning off rapidly. There is no chance of rain, the weather guessers tell us. And there's 75% humidity. A little moist. Happy New Year, everyone.
Rick Hightower along with Diane Killer. We're going to send you back to the Tournament of Roses Parade with the Bloomington High North Band. If you've been watching and missed this, we have it for you. The Bloomington High North Band in the Tournament of Roses Parade live from Pasadena. Have a great day.
Happy New Year.
From Indiana, here is the Bloomington North High School Cougar Marching Band, smartly fitted out in maroon corps-style coats, black pants, shoes, hats, and plumes with silver sequin sashes and gauntlets.
There are 208 of them in all, 160 winds, 20 percussion, 20 in the color guard, and 3 drum majors.
Like all the bands in the parade, they've got lots of awards. One special prize came when they were big band and combo winners at the 1998 Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival. Let's listen to that music that won them those prizes. Wow, they look handsome. And they're wearing the Vogue color of the season, gray.
The new black.
Well, our flags are in gray.
Look at those gowns. 5.5 miles of walking in a gown. Well, I guess they're pants. Now, would those be short flags, you think?
Well, possibly.
I'm going to take this moment to say that we've been taken over by the...
Well, get ready, folks, for the big band and combo winners at the Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival. This is the North Cougar Marching Band from Bloomington, Indiana. They not only sound like winners, they look like winners in their black and silver sequined uniforms. And man, do they play up a storm. Take a listen. But if you can both look good and sound good, it's all the better. And shine. Makes me want to get up and dance.
Don't do that.
I can take it.
Not a nice way to start the meeting, okay?
You gotta be bold, baby. You gotta be bold. Bloomington North.
Indiana.
That's right. The Cougar Marching Band.
208 members as they will be striding down Colorado Boulevard for the very first time. Last year, this group claimed the title of Big Band and Combo winners at the Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival.
Quite an honor indeed. Robin Roberts and Roger Twibell with you for the 110th Tournament of Roses Parade.
Because, I mean, you can think like, yeah, 1 million people, but it's totally different when you go and you actually see like 1 million people. It's so amazing. And they're also like, a lot of them are really close to you too. And, you know, they shout like, yeah, and like, go Indiana, and we love Hoosiers and stuff. And it's so exciting.
I have to tell you, I was sure impressed by how many people were sitting there on the side of the street just screaming. I had no idea that there would be so many people just in those big stairs and everything.
There were people all the way, like all lined up on Colorado Boulevard, about 1 million of them, I think. Quite a sight. I mean, personally, I wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, because, I mean, it really didn't seem like it was 7 miles. I mean, I just like marching, and then this next thing I know, we're at the end.
More or less, it was like 5 minutes of the adrenaline rush and the enthusiasm about it all, and then another 2 hours and 55 minutes of just drudging along and trying to stay awake, trying to keep marching in formation and playing well. And I mean, it's an unforgettable experience. I'm sure I'll remember it for the rest of my days, and I'll tell my grandchildren about it and such. But it's not something I think I want to repeat.
Nice job with the sun.
Burbank, of course, is a pretty heavyweight capital of entertainment.
All the way from Bloomington, Indiana, here's the Bloomington High School North Cougar Marching Band. It's a good time to say our special thanks to the Southern California Toyota dealers and Kraft for making today's telecast possible.
By the way, may I just tell you that to raise funds to make the trip, the Cougars held a march-a-thon, a silent auction, and they raffled off a new car.
Well, they're on a march-a-thon today.
I think that might be Janice Stackhouse, one of two directors, Scott Schluter, the other one. Marching backwards down the parade route is even more difficult than marching frontwards. Somebody's counting. She's counting. Yeah.
They come to us from Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh, I'm too tight. I think I got the sailboat. Go ahead, Robin. You can be part of the sailboat.
Hi, I'm ready to do the Rose Parade again. That was so much fun. I am not tired.
How about you?
You're amazing. No. Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
No, how about you, Mom?
You ready to do the parade again? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That bad.
It's recording. I'm doing good.
That last tune, that was a tune I wrote called Blueman's World. I wrote a while ago, but it's the blues, like the House of Blues. It's just we put our own little spin on it.
About it. So it was pretty amazing that so many parents and friends and family people decided to come along with us, and I hope you had somewhat of a good time. I know it was long days and whatever, but we enjoyed having you here, and when the band marched by you today, that was certainly the highlight of our parade route, and we would value. So I'd like to thank all for coming.
I just wanted to thank all of these students for their hard work for this week and to putting up with the changes of schedule here and there and lack of sleep here and there. But I think you deserve a very large round of applause from all the parents and friends that came to support you. So congratulations on a very fun week.
Dance in Boulder City, Nevada. While other productions have filmed on or around it, action stars Dawn Wonder and John Cornbrand Band play instruments half-robotic soldiers, able to handle almost...
You made it! Hi, Matt.
No.
I think it's this year is sort of a turning point because I mean we've gone to the Dome 3 out of the last 5 years. We've gotten 10th place both times, and then this year to have the kind of show we did and to have the kind of season we did and get like 6th. I mean things are looking up, I think.
I think it's going to be a big turning point because it's the first time we've really been big, and it's the first time we got past 10th place, and I think from here everyone's going to want to do better, take it seriously, take it really, we need to be with it and we need to do it right. So I think it'll be changing from now on, hopefully for the better, because I don't want to lose we're individual people and we have our own lives as well as marching band.
I think it was a big boon to just our program because it more or less gave a lot more people the chance to see us as a group.
As always, the south side of the state is really tough, and you never know year from year. And just the ball kind of kept rolling in our court this year, and it turned out to be a good year, and a great year actually at that. And I just hope the students stick with it, and the seriousness of the activity is continuing to be realized, and just to make it a top-notch part of our program, because I think over time, if everything continues to fall into place, that I think that this band can be in the top 3 consistently with their work effort and the staff that we have and the facilities that we have.